Yo, it's the Paperman. We do be gaming. Let us continue gaming. We had just finished Cyrus's story. Cyrus, the man who, he's a man. I haven't been here before, at the very least. Oh, there's a chicken here. There is a girl in here. There's not a chicken here. I don't mean that in a derogatory way either. It's like a really smooth way to say it. Not smooth. I'm just digging a hole here, aren't I? Things what fall in the water. Yeah, this is also a guy. Gosh, I'm gonna get canceled. I only got to see him from behind. There are guys nowadays that grow out their hair, and boy, like their hair is like voluminous and wonderful and soft, and it's because of how they treat and grow out their hair. They decide to do that. So from behind, if you got a nice curvy body as a guy, you're gonna, and the hair to back it up, you're gonna look like a girl. Like, no matter how you are. Let's go destroy a serpent. Ooh, level 40? Yeah, I'll do this. This is right around my level. This is a hard boss fight, actually. Ah! Oh my gosh, dude. This is, what the freak? I'm getting owned. As long as this hit doesn't kill me, I'm good. Oh my gosh. What? Yo, this boss battle's crazy. Let's do it again. Oh, what a battle, dude. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of experience. That's a lot of stuff for these four. Wow, dude. That's right. I trained. I'll be able to bend that beast to my will. He's even more despicable than I thought. It's a good thing we caught him now. He really saved us from a spot of trouble there. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Transcendent bow of shadows. And I gotta get out of here. And that's how I get to that place. Okay. Holy crap, this is terrifying. Oh my gosh. Wow. Lord of the Flies. Oh no, I hate that book. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Tale for another day. This place is creepy, dude. What is going on here? Riverlands are always so peaceful. What is this place? This is Riverford. I'd say welcome, but if you've no business here, you're not. A soldier who follows his lord's orders without question. Every day he stands at attention for the full duration of his watch in the hopes that he will be evaluated more highly than the guard who stands next to him. A soldier who follows his lord's orders without question. Every day he stands at attention for the full duration of his watch in the hope that he will be evaluated for more highly than the guard who stands beside him. Huh. Are these? Shut up, phone. Are these like stakes posts? Like, do you like tie people to these and burn them? Because that's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, dude. There was quite a crowd here before. Whatever was the occasion. A wedding parade, they were saying. You don't say. I've assisted at a number of weddings myself. Ah, indeed. Wakes and weddings alike. All fall within the purview of the Church of the Flame, do they not? That's right. Needless to say, weddings are far more lively and extravagant. The highlight is when the bride and the groom stand before the priest and blow out the 12 candles. It's when the couple makes their vow to the 12 gods, right? Yes, although the precise words of the vow often differ depending on the local custom. They usually involve making a promise to face any hardships together and praying for the gods to watch over them. After the vows have been said, the newlywed blow out their candles. Come to think of it, I remember seeing a long wall of white cloth hung around those candles. Indeed, the bride's family provides the cloth, but do you know the reason for it? I figured it was merely to keep out the breeze. In a sense. It was said that ill winds blow out from the afterworld when couples make the vow. The white sheets from the barrier between this world and the next keep death and misery at bay. You don't say. Live and learn, huh? When the time's come for either of you to be wed, I would be honored to preside over the ceremony. Sure. I shall keep that in mind. Should such a day come, that is. Where? What's over here? Lower Riverford. That's Upper Riverford? Oh my gosh. Let's hear a tale. I'm looking for a man. Indeed. I take this as your first visit, so let me give you some free advice. Let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. What? Smile more. What? You'll be wanting to press a few leaves into the palms of guards. Oi. Shut your gob and what's your tincture and your smack smuggling, are we? What? That ain't mine, I swear on me mother's grave. Of course it ain't. I suggest you confess your crimes here now unless you'd rather tell it to the master-at-arms. There's no one bring them to task for their deeds. Not I. I can tell you that. I do exactly as they tell me to, as you should. Punishment is swift and harsh here, both for those who have broken the law and for those who have not. A handful of leaves, sir, is my advice. The more you can spare, the better. I only pray that poor traveler has the wits and the means to give the soldiers what they seek, else. And what of the lord of this place? He does nothing to stop this mummery. He encourages it. You see, ever since the Lord Werner took over here. Oi! Stop prattling and stop moving. Yes, sir. 1,000 pardons. My turn. Perhaps we should meet again inside. Might I ask you a question, good sir, about this man Werner? That's Lord Werner to the likes of ye. What business could you be having with his lordship? Yep. No business, friend. Just wondering what kind of man Lord Werner is. Oh. He's bleeding wonderful here. Best thing that ever happened to this town. Now piss off. We've got work to do. Oh. By your leave. There was fear in those eyes. A sellsword captain turned provincial lord. This Werner has certainly moved up in the world. What is this? Yeah, I know. That's what I thought when I first saw it, too. I ain't never seen a pyre before. As for his lordship's burning. Once a month, some poor sap gets tied to the stakes and burned alive for their sins. 4 this month, 4 last month, and 4 in the month before that, too. The law of the land, it is. Used to be the outlaws and rogues what got burned. But it weren't long afore it for drunks and beggars up there in their slightest crimes. Shouldn't say this out loud, but nowadays all it takes is a cavil at his lordship's rule. No one knows who will finger you for what, so we creep about like mice, doing our best not to be noticed. Try to scarp her too, and poof, just looking guilty, old someone will seal the deal. I don't know what you're saying! Speak English! So, traveler, now you know the kind of place you fetched up into. Best to finish your business and be on your way as soon as you can. Burning people at the stake. How horrible. It is a dreadful way to die. The final moments are agony. And that makes it all the more effective as a lesson to others. Those who would rule with terror must embrace terror. Wrongdoers need to be punished. Everyone agrees with that, but this goes far beyond justice. Just so. I grow so sad, thinking about the poor people who live here. This cannot be allowed to go on. We have to do something. Agreed. Yet if we act too hastily, we shall lose all hope of saving them. We must have patience if we are to prevail. So we just stand by and watch? Is that it? It is hard to do so. But yes. Man. It's an evil thing, burning folks at the stake. This damned Werner thinks of people's lives as nothing more than firewood. Tell me this, Elfin. Do you value human life over firewood? Huh? What kind of crazy question is that? I've taken the lives of more men than I care to remember. Each time I told myself that it mattered not, that it was insignificant. The stuff we're made of, our flesh and blood, is fragile stuff. It turns the dust soon enough. Not to get too poetical, but I've always thought of that of fire. The life in our bodies goes cold too soon. So when I give folk medicine, I try my darndest to keep that fire alive. So do I value life? Damned right I do. And so should you. Of course. Sometimes in my line of work, a man can grow confused, forget what's important. That is why I asked you, to remind me. I'm most grateful that you're here, Alphen. Anytime you find yourself forgetting what matters, you just talk to Alphen, okay? He's the heart and soul of this whole operation. He's the heart of this operation, I think, is probably the best one. Ophelia's a good soul. You. Met you in the square. What are you? Listen to me. You never see me, all right? Is he there?
Yes, sir.
He can't have gone far. Sniff him out. Oi, you. See anyone doing dodgy looking coming this way, running for dear life? Like as not. Dodgy. A rebel. A man plotting dark schemes against the lordship himself. Sounds like a dangerous man. I did see one suspicious fellow, running hard in that direction. I must be hidden. Come on, we'll quarter the rats yet. They're gone. You can breathe easy now. And God bless you, mate. Tell me, why were they after you? Couldn't rightly say. They said you were a rebel, that you plotted against the Lord. An organized resistance would help me get closer to Werner. Listen, I came to this place in search of Werner. Are there others who fight for your cause? If you have a leader, pray, take me to him. God's teeth, are you daft? I can't be introducing strangers what I barely know. Let me tell you more about me. I know how to swing a blade, for one. Reckoned as much. You've got that air about you. But hang me, this ain't something that you go deciding on me own. All right, how's this? Prove you know how to use that blade of yours. There's a man back in the square which wears a red hat. He's with us, the strongest we've got. If you can beat him, I'll introduce you to the boss, all right? If that's what it takes.
No.
But you promise me something, all right? You lose, you make yourself scarce, and never come back here again. You have my word. I'll go on and warm him. And you find me when you're ready. Challenge the man with the red hat. Can do. Let's see what type of battle this is going to lead us to be. I would meet with your leader at once. Boss, I got someone you might want to meet. So I've heard. Welcome, sir. You may call me Harold. Harold. I understand that you are Sir Olberic. What? How did you know my name?
Hi.
Words of your deeds in Wellspring reached me quite some time ago. Captain Bale and I speak quite often, you see. He is a good man. But if you'll excuse me, I'll get straight to the point. I must know everything you can tell me about this Lord Werner. Of course, but perhaps you will first do me the honor of explaining what business you have with him. Former sellsword captain. Yes, Werner is certainly that. As the saying goes, know thine enemy. Let it suffice to say that I've taken a great interest in the man's past. Very prudent of you. Werner claims noble blood, but closer examination reveals what titles he possessed when were bought with gold. He accused the former lord of these lands of larceny and pillage, and won the support of common folk. Even the burghers were persuaded to make common cause, and soon enough he had them proclaim him the new lord. Once he took power, that's when the terror began. Terror. Death by fire for criminals, with executions held once per month. The populace initially hailed the new regime. Many were happy to see villains and blackguards get their comeuppance. But it did not end there. Just so. How many murders can one town harbor, after all? Pickpockets and swindlers were next, then a dishonest merchant. Any pesadillo became a capital offense. In time, more accusations was enough to land a claim on a man up higher. was enough to land a man on the pyre, even the clearest calumny, and yet, by this time, no one dared raise their voice in opposition. Some had early on, but they appeared tied to the stakes at the next burning. The rest understood that in silence lay their only hope for survival. But you resist this despot, and so do others like you. We do. Many of us have been forced to look on for family and friends falsely accused were taken by the flames. I am one of them. Werner accused the former lord of corruption, but those accusations were lies. I know, for the former lord was my father. And so I've taken it upon myself to restore his honor and name, and to free the people of this domain from Werner's tyranny. With each passing day, our ranks grow. At long last, we are poised, ready to strike back. You give me reason to believe we have common cause in this undertaking. Will you join us, Sir Olberic? Even if this tyrant were not the man I'd seek, I'd have reason enough to join you. My sword is yours.
Fair befall you, sir. Your presence gives us all courage. Now, without further ado, allow me to explain our plot. First, we shall launch a diversionary attack at the square and draw as many of Werner's men as we can. Then, our best swordsmen shall infiltrate the Lord's mansion by way of a secret passage known only to me. It is a simple enough plan, but such are the best in revolution and war. Prepare as you will, and then come to me again when you are ready to fight. So, this is how Werner chooses to rule. He thinks he can intimidate people into obedience. He's not wrong either. But it doesn't work on everyone. Some people don't scare easy. Like you, for example. Yeah, like me. When I was a kid, I had my share of beatings from people who thought they could break me. But I'd shrug it off and vowed that no one would ever tell me what to do. You are saying Harold and his friends are also such men? Maybe. But the question is, can you trust them? The more men we can recruit to the cause, the better our chance of success. It's going to take more than just numbers. Agreed. But there are many ways to win a battle. Sounds like you've got something up your sleeve. Color me interested. Interested? I'm going to color you purple. Haha, because he's purple. My father had this passage constructed as an escape route in the event of a siege. Never did I dream I would one day use it to break into our home. I'm like really zoned into this right now. I'm like all about like liberating this city. Like I'm all about it right now. Only a short way to go now. Sorry, only a short way to go. I don't know how I did his voice before. I thank you again for your aid, my friends. Today, Werner's region of terror comes to an end. Reign of terror, do you call it? Strong and able rule, say we. Look out! What the? Out of my way! Demons take them, but these two will not fall easily. He's dangerous, that one. Deal with him. Yes, Lord Warner. You're as easy to read as that lily-livered father of yours. As we speak, my men are squashing what remains of your diversionary farce in the town square. Werner, how did you... You gads, you really are your father's son, aren't you? It was immediately obvious the riot in the square was merely a distraction, all that hubbub to such little aim. It hardly requires a scholar's deduction to determine where the man will strike will fall. What a feeble, flaccid scheme. Better you had burned down the entire city. Did concern for your fellow citizens hold you back, as though you had the latitude for such charity? You needn't answer. You ponder your folly while you await your fate in our goals. In our gowls? I think you said gowls. I was worried we might run out of scoundrels for the pyres. Now, thanks to you, we'll have plenty for months to come. The people will be most grateful for the respite, I don't doubt. Rotten hell, you murderous brute! Fire. Spirits. This is my fate again. Must I stand by and watch helplessly?
Watch while those I swore to protect are cut down before me. Sir Olberic, look out! Damn it all. Did he say Olberic? Oh, the unbending blade in the flesh. Unbending blade of... where was it again? Your sovereignty escapes me. Silence, you cur! I have sworn an oath to defend these people from your treachery. Aye, he has the right of it. We'll protect them together. Erhard, what are you doing here? Wellspring was out of danger. I found myself at loose end. So here I am. Been a while, Werner. Or is it your lordship? Moved up in the world since we last met, you have? Now here's a pair I'd never thought I'd see reunited. A few moons ago, I'd been surprised as you were, Werner. But there we are, nonetheless. Two swords standing as one. For friendship. And for those we would protect. The twin blades of Hornburg will fight together once more. Right, Olberic? You with me? Shoulder to shoulder, old friend. That is why I wield this blade. Have at you! What demons are they? Oh, dang. Strike your own men, why don't you? Stand and fight, you cowards, or you'll feel my blade. Well, what about the rest of you cravens? Better fancy your chance with them, or with me? That's more like it. Leave the lackeys to me. You go after Werner. He's not one to flee so easily. He's just buying time. Though for what the gods only know. These men are ruled by fear and violence. The mind that yoked them can be spared no quarter. Thank you, Erhard. I leave this place in your hands. Godspeed, my friend. The uprising will succeed. And must. I think I can get these guys too. Oh my gosh! They actually made the statue symmetrical in the background! I just noticed! Oh, praise the Lord! Oh, today is a good day. It is a good day to live. That's enough, Werner. Your villainy ends here. Villainy, huh? What a waste of a good sword. What nonsense are you spouting now? A warrior of your skill and repute serving as a glorified bodyguard for paupers and peasants. It isn't too late to find yourself a more worthy cause. Join me as captain of my guard. I will see that you are well compensated. The flame take you and all that you stand for. This sword would cut down 100 tyrants like you to protect the life of a single innocent and defenseless man. Is that truly why you lug that steel around? For the sake of churls you hardly know. God's teeth, they grew fools, thick and fast in that Hornburg of yours. Tell me, what harvest did you reap with your selfless valor? The gratitude of the rabble, preening self-regard. You self-righteous oaf! The only cause a man needs is himself. Might is the one truth before which all things must yield. History has shown us this time and time again. What do you know of truth? All I need to know. Or have you forgotten? You once wielded your sword for the sake of king and kingdom. How did that work out for you, eh, Sir Olberic? Your blade may be unbending, but did the man not break? I cannot deny this. I failed both king and kingdom, and became a prisoner of my own past. So why do you persist in this folly? Join me, and together we can. But on this journey, I have learned something new. To protect someone is to gaze into the future with eyes unclouded. What is that starry-eyed hogwash you speak? to gaze into their future and the world they would one day build, a
その先に
bright
ある
future
も
that
の
we might share together.
だからこ
This
そ
is what I
守る
fight
のだ
for. This is why I must protect those in need.
ベル
Tell me, Werner, who stands by you?
今お前
When
に
you
は
look to the future, who gazes with you over the bleak landscape that you might have seized? Enough prattle, fool!
望む
My future is as boundless as my power and ambition. No one needs stand with me, for I need no man.
守るべきもの
You are deaf to reason because you have nothing of substance to protect.
ならば
And so it falls to my sword to speak to you the
我
truth.
が剣は守る
Oh, he's on a horse! Oh, my man's on a horse! Alright, let's see how much damage I do.
投稿しエベルよ
Pretty decent. 17k. You are not going to win this, my good sir. I have debuffs for days. I have a dancer and a thief. Like, you're not going to be able to get anything here. Or Aber's threatening. Let's do it again.
投稿しエベルよ
Woo! Okay, here we go. Here we go. You ready? How much damage you got, Olberic?
大剣将ブランドよ
Oh, you don't have the... That's hilarious, dude. All right, how much does cross strike do?
注文図切り
Oh, I could have done that again, actually. That's wild. Yeah, Brand's Thunder is only good if you have surpassing power. Pretty decently easy for a final boss. To be fair, I was like 47 on most of them. Had a lot of level ups. But that was really good. I got Warner's sword as well. Blah. You're dead. It's over now. Now,
最後に聞こ
before you die, tell me this.
うなぜ
Why Hornberg? The gate of Finis.
フィニスの門
The what of what?
フィニ
The
ス
gate of Finis. Eyes and Hornberg. I had to have it.
なんなの
You destroyed a proud and prosperous realm, led countless multitudes to their death, all for some gate?
それほど
You
の価
thought
値があ
that
る
price worth paying?
命や
We
国
all
の
hold
価
the
値
worth of men and nations in different measure. No, wait! A sword to protect the weak. Look at this point, fool. It was made for killing, and you are a killer as much as I. I spit on your cause. Your justice.
お前の剣でなど
I will not die by your sorry blade.
たまる
No, I shall go out on my own terms. Rotten hell, false knight. Three days passed since the successful uprising. With the death of their lord, Warner's lackeys laid down their arms, and so peace and freedom returned to Riverford. It's just me, your old mate Reggie. Just wanted to say my thanks. Of course, come in. After you helped him in that alley off the square, we ran into each other. Told me where I might find you.
感謝する
Thanks. Thank you for that, by the way.
Eh?
'Twas the last I could do, good sir. Besides, it's us what should be saying the thanks.
ありがと
Hang me, but if you two ain't fetched up in your own town. Hadn't fetched up in our town, we'd forever in your debt. We simply did what had to be done. It won't be easy, but we started putting the pieces back together. Lord Harold's back in his rightful place and working to bring everyone together again. Warner's reign left a lot of bitterness and hurt, but most of the wounds should heal with time and patience.
おお
Just so. Your fate and future are in your own hands once more.
おお
Exactly right, sir. And we're going to make sure we do the proper thing from now on. Or do things proper from now on. Warner said before he died that every man measures the worth of lives and nations differently.
そうか
For all his vices, the man may have a point. At the end of the day, I'm just a man with a sword and nothing more. But I can wield that sword for a cause, for a future far greater than my own worth. Men like us, protecting those we care for is all we can do in this world.
あ
Perhaps so. And yet when I look through this window and See what we have wrought here. I know we've done enough. How long has it been since I left? Well, by my estimations, probably close to like 6 to 7 months. Half a year. Since I started this, I think. I'd have to look that up. That seems about right. Ha! Criven, sir, you are always so quick as lightning. You ain't slowed down that none can tell. Good thing, too. Else I might have had the tip of your blade sticking out of my back right now. No, you can never get one over on you, sir. That's why I never hold back. Then let's pray that continues to be so. Still, you have been training hard, I see. You swing a heavier blade than before. I do? Aye, and quicker too. How fare the others? Crivens, what am I thinking? I've got to run and tell the others you're back. They'll dance a jig to hear the news, I wager. I'm sure they will. While pursuing the mystery left by Werner's dying words, I stopped over my second home. Erhard likewise returned to Wellspring. We had to go back, he said, and watch over those he'd sworn to protect. When I found my answer, when I realized the cause I truly fought for, faces came unbidden to my mind. To all who need me, this oath I offer. Whenever my strength is needed, I shall come to where you are, and I shall wield my sword to protect you. I have much more to protect now than I did when my journey started. And I know that if I am to fulfill my vow, I must grow stronger still. Hang me. But the boy spoke true. It's Sir Olberic and the flesh. Olberic-san! Welcome home, sir. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. To protect those in need. Aww. With that, we have completed the story of Olberic Eisenberg, the Unbending Blade. And what a victorious story it has been for him. Really overcoming quite a decent amount. Not a really happy story. The tournament arc was quite hype. But it's time we say goodbye to the story of Olberic Eisenberg and continue on our story. We still have 5 people left after this. So let's make it a fun 5 episodes to finalize this Octopath Traveller gameplay playthrough. I've been the Paper Man. Thank you so much for watching if you have, and I will see you in the future. Farewell.